Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about combination syndrome in complete denture. That is, it is a complication. It is a complicated factor of special complete denture. According is in special complete denture is involved in various modification and also in fabrication mechanism. Here we see there are various types in special complete denture. First one is conventional, next is single, third is interim, and over dentures and obturators. Here we are going to see in single complete denture, that is maxillary denture opposing mandibular portion. Complicated factors are combination syndrome and wear of natural opposing dentition. Single completed dentures has tendency to confine masticated lower areas and also produces unfavorable force distribution. It also leads to hyperplasia, bridge resorption, and various kind of complicated factors. Indication of single completed dentures are it is used for retaining teeth on retrognathing mandible and also in cleft or perforated palate cases. Of single complete dentures are they get interfered with balance occlusion and also difficult to obtain the arrangement. It leads to a main disadvantage is abrasion of natural teeth. Coming to the occlusal modification, it also records prior to the construction of single complete denture. The various techniques are involved in occlusal modification. They are of Swenson, Eustace, Bruce, Boucher et al. Technique. First, we go into the Swenson technique. Swenson technique is described as tentative teeth arrangement is done by using a cast, and then occlusal discrepancies are marked and also reduction is done. Then the Eustace technique. Eustace technique is defined by U-shaped plate. Here same as a reduced cast is guide to the natural teeth. The third one is Bruce technique. Here first occlusal discrepancies are reduced in the cast, and then same as a occlusal discrepancy in natural dentition, acrylic resin template is made, and then final step is this modified acrylic resin template is placed in the dentition, which is occlusal discrepancies involved and also adjusted according to the structure. In the Boucher et al. Technique, here it is articulated by using a tentative jaw relation and also is used in abrading occlusal discrepancies. The abraded occlusal cast is used to reduce occlusal guide. Here we go into the maxillary complete denture, that is opposing the mandibular partial denture. Here very important thing is teeth selection. Factors involved are porcelain teeth is mainly preferred for this. For gold or metal crowns, acrylic teeth can be preferred. Acrylic is preferred in opposing natural dentition. Complications involved are of combination syndrome, wear of natural teeth, fractured dentition. In this concept, we are going to deal only about combination syndrome. It is also known as Kelly syndrome because it is identified by Kelly in 1972. Your concept is patient wearing the maxillary denture opposing the mandibular process, so the symptoms occurs. Pathogenesis progresses in sequential manner and also get interlinked to each other. There are two sequences. First sequence is we going to see, and second one is also known as Craddock. First sequence, patient gets tend to concentrate occlusal tone on remaining natural tooth for propagation. The more force is applied on the anterior portion, it leads to the increased resorption. While tilting the angular occlusal plane anteriorly upwards and posteriorly downwards, labial flange gets displaces and also finally leads to epulis fissuratum. Here, posteriorly fibrous overgrowth in maxillary tuberosity may occur. And also, shift of occlusal plane towards opposing dentition produces resorption of mandibular distal extension. Due to occlusal tilt, mandible shifts anteriorly during occlusion. Vertical dimension, retention, and also stability is decreased. Disocclusion of lower anteriors may occur. Due to this sequence, the periodontal support of a tooth may get reduced. This is the sequence 1. First, in the combination, excessive load is applied on the anterior tooth. It finally leads to the resorption in the maxillary anterior region, and also epulis fissuratum may occur. Then the third point is it gets downward tilting of occlusal plane in the posterior region, produces anterior open bite, and finally it leads to the increasing in the load of the anterior region, so it gets opposing dentition further. The reduction between the upper denture and lower denture increases in size gets increased due to this cycle. Then the second sequence is cradock. Here, gradual resorption of residual ridge extension in mandible occurs. Occlusal plane tilting sequence, occlusal plane tilt gets posteriorly downwards and anteriorly upwards. Otherwise, same as of sequence 1 is syndrome and preventing by taking various methods. And also second one is planning over dentures and designing implant supported dentures also gets to prevent the combination syndrome. It's an important 5 mark question in the university exam. These are the important concepts. First we go in what we see what is the combination syndrome. It is a special complete denture involved in the single special complete denture. And also the next one is single complete denture. In single complete denture, maxillary denture opposing the mandibular partial denture. Here two sequences are involved. In first sequence is gets while applying overloading in the areas, the distance between the upper and maxillary dentition get increased. In second sequence, same as that of sequence 1, but in these cases, tilting of occlusal plane is changes, that is posteriorly downwards and anteriorly upwards. Prevention methods should be taken. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting me always.